Ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Off the RPO, complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's very air. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Foster. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it down the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Excellent path by the back on the option.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
The Badgers offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. The give on the inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position. He's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rub them?
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and he falls incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Verrier. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
This is kind of like Vegas in gambling. You got a big completion there on 3rd down. You've set up 4th. You could take the field goal and take the easy money. But you might decide to roll the dice here, stay on the field, and go for it on 4th down, hoping to get a touchdown.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Final play of the quarter coming. On the run, it's Spillman. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter.
what it is, baby. That's what it is.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Woodside. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
Not at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Finds a man on the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Verrier. Makes the grab.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense, aggressive. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. From the gun, running back on the move. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line. It's Hodges. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. To throw, it's Verrier. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle. It's Slade. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 18 to Florida. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Going to sling it on second down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he is just...
He lofts one down the sideline. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Badgers.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Going for the big play. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Turning it on. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got a man, it's late. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
42, Spider. Ringo.
To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Looking downfield on first down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush.
Brings up second down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Notre Dame 35.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's head back to a great scene there in Camp Randall.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Woodside. Flying out to the left. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. On the ground, it's Foster. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, you can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Verrier. Fires one high and deep. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off, and what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. That's reeled in. It's Woodside. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Slips through the line, and the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Takes a handoff. It's Foster. Oh, what a move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Verrier. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And it's no good. They pull the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys.
49, Wisconsin, 14.
As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Come on, set.
They'll run it to the right side. Shakes off the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You know, tackling is a lost art in college football. I'm sorry. You got to do a better job defensively there. At least two different guys had a chance to bring him down. They couldn't do it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Badgers are rolling down the field. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Harris. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Soft spot in the middle. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Foster. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Barges ahead. He's going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year?
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary,